Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Welcome to the Citizen channel, and that was the week that was, where we have a little quiz, a little bit of fun, family-friendly quiz. Kids can play along with this as well. We feature a couple of games, plus some general knowledge questions on the teams we played and what's been happening in City's world. So today, obviously, we feature the Palace game on the 17th of January, a nice victory there, and the Villa game on the 20th of January, another nice victory. Nice to do these little quizzes, knowing that we've won. I mean, I don't think I've done one yet where we've been beaten. So hey, more the merrier. Perhaps I'm a lucky omen. Who knows? So we've got 20 questions, 10 based around the Palace game and 10 based around the Villa game. Plus, there's one there thrown in that's been I've had a due to popular demand and inquiries, I've thrown in something. Anyway, we'll get to it in a minute. Anyway, a little surprise for you. Obviously, I've popular demand. I think one person mentioned it, so I thought I'll stick it in just for a bit of fun. There you go. 28 points up for grabs here, so you can do it in your own time. As I do it, I'll leave a little bit of a space. Or, of course, you may need to get a pen and paper out sometimes as well. There's a couple of questions in here you might need to get your brain ticking away as well. So that's a bit of fun. So you might need a pen and paper. There you go. Perhaps no extra points if you don't use a pen and paper, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this little That Was the Week That Was. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Push the bell notifications. All these little City vlogs are coming out. City past, City history stuff, City present, quizzes like this. Lots of different things if you check the playlist there. And you'll also notice some stuff on film and TV as well. I have a little film and TV channel, so I do movie reviews and drama reviews, etc, etc. Go, if that's any interest to you or anybody else who might be interested, please point in my direction. That's fantastic. Let's get these subscribers up. I'm trying to get to 700 by the end of February 2021. So if you could help me towards that, and of course any City fans out there that you know that might be interested, point in my direction. If they enjoy what they see, perhaps they'll subscribe as well. And there's also a couple of links to Facebook and Twitter, so obviously you follow and friend me on there. I do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back. Right, let's get on with the quiz. As I said, you can do it in normal time, or you can pause this and just have a think about it. It's up to you. I'll say don't go Googling anything, because I'll give you the answers at the end, so there's no need to Google anything. Right, let's get on with this. Right, question one. Obviously, these are all the Palace game now. So there's 28 points up for grabs in total. I think there's 16 points in this first 10. So there's obviously multiple answer questions as well in here. First question, here we go. Nice easy one. That gentleman on the screen there. How old is he? How old is Roy Hodgson? And I'll give you an option. Options is 73, 83, 93, or 103. How old is Roy Hodgson? 73, 83, 93, or 103. And that's as at January 2021. So you might be watching this further down the line, mightn't you? You might have aged a year. But this as at January 2021. How old is Mr. Roy Hodgson? And then you get to the stage with these things, don't you, on YouTube, where they could be years down the line, and obviously he's no longer with us. But what age was Roy Hodgson as at January 2021? There you go. And we can't cover all the bases, can we? Question two. Here we go. Who's that? A great image there. Who's that leaping like a salmon, eh? Leaping, what a jump. You certainly get further off the ground than I ever did in my life, that's for sure. I think unless I had a trampoline to bounce on or something like that. So who's that? Who's that leaping like a salmon? Right, question three. Yeah, we're talking the Palace game. City's first half goal came on 26 minutes. But, here we go, we got 3 points up for grabs here. Within 2 minutes, so I'll give you 2 minutes leeway. Can you give the official times of our 3 second half goals? Of course, scored by Gundogan, Stones and Sterling. So to the nearest 2 minutes, those 3 goals. So that's an hard one. I have no idea. I'm trying to think back to the Palace game. I wouldn't have known. Without them being on screen for me here, I would have no chance whatsoever. So 3 points up for grabs. So within 2 minutes, so it's worth a guess, isn't it? So the 3 second half goals from Gundogan, Stones and Sterling. What minutes were they scored in? Officially, according to the official timekeepers. Question 4, yes, it's back. I did promise you. There we go. Back by popular demand. At least one person asked for it anyway, so that's popular demand for me. So yeah, it's You Are the Ref, of course. I used to feature it in one of my regular vlogs as a question every time, but I thought I'd bump it into this quiz. So there's a question up on the board there, isn't there? There's little cards out of the game, the board game. I won't show you the answer. Did I show you the answer? No, you didn't. Did I? No, don't cheat and pause and try and find out. Yeah, the question. I'll have to take my glasses off for this because I haven't got my readers on. Two teammates exchange fierce blows over who should take a penalty. What action do you take and how do you restart play? Do you separate both players and just warn them about their conduct? Do you separate both players and issue each one with a yellow card? Or do you separate both players and issue each with a red card? So there you go, arguing over who takes it. It never happened at City. I mean, never score them, do we? So it wouldn't happen at City, that's for sure. So what do you think? Separate both players and warn them about their conduct. Separate both players and issue each one with a yellow card, or separate both players and issue each with a red card. There you go. So there's your You Are the Ref. If you're happy to see that back, give us a comment at the end anyway. Let's see how good you are. Right, the missing words in the headline round here. I like this. I like doing this. It's not always the obvious, obviously. Papers always try and put a little pun in there, don't they? So be careful. Right, this one. We got Pep's Boys blank blank. So it's 2 words this time, so 2 points up for grabs. If you get one of them, I'll give you a point, and I'm not mean. So Pep's Boys blank blank stones for title race. There you go. So Pep's Boys blank blank stones for title race. So what 2 words are missing? If you get one of them, you get one. If you get both, you get 2. Quite a hard one, that, I think. That's one of the hardest ones I've had on that, I think. Question 6. Yeah, true or false this? This is a true or false, and it's my decision is final, so whatever I say goes. Palace's home, Selhurst Park, is without doubt one of the worst away grounds to get to. True or false? Is it easy or is it hard? That's what I'm basically saying. Palace's home, Selhurst Park, is without doubt one of the worst away grounds to get to. Is this a true statement or is it a false statement? And my decision is final on that one. Question 7. Spot the ball. There we go. Spot the ball up there. Of course, Mr. Stones is heading home there, isn't he? But where is it in its trajectory? So he's got a simple one there. Is it A, B, C or D? I think that's quite hard, that one. But perhaps based on, I don't know how you can base that. I mean, it's going to be an educated guess, is it? Or just a guess? I mean, that's probably more likely, isn't it? Is it A, B, C or D? Right, you might need a bit of paper for this one, but this isn't the harder one. The harder one comes in the second half of this quiz. Memory shirt maths, we call this. Memory shirt maths. If you take Joe Hart's squad number when he left City and add it to Edin Dzeko's squad number as he left City, likewise, when he was at City and when he left City, which player do you get? If you add the 2 numbers together, so what City player do you get who started the game against Palace? So there's a clue for you. At least it's one of 11, isn't it? So I'll work that out. So add Edin Dzeko to Joe Hart, and who do you get that played the game against Crystal Palace? Started the game against Crystal Palace. And question 9, a bit on Crystal Palace. This might be stump you. The third kit, we've all got third kits these days, haven't we? Which 3 colours feature mainly in Palace's third kit for the 2021 season? So which 3 main colours? 2 of them are fairly easy, I think, but what's the other one? So a point each for each colour. So which 3 colours feature in Palace's third kit? And question 10. Manchester City in all competitions this season have played 10 games with John Stones and Ruben Dias starting. How many have they won? And for an extra point, how many goals have we conceded in those 10 games? So as at the Palace game, don't forget this is the Palace game. I'm not talking about the Aston Villa game. So I might allow you to be one out on this. If you want out either way on both answers, then I'll let you off with this one because, as I say, it gets confusing when obviously this is the first game of 2, wasn't it? But as at the Crystal Palace game, they've played 10 games with John Stones and Ruben Dias starting. How many have they won? And how many goals have we conceded in those 10 games? So there you go, 16 points up. That's part 1 of it done. Now on to Aston Villa. So Or someone used to, I remember, an old commentator, he always said, Piccadilly Radio, I'm not too sure. It was a female, no disrespect, but she always used to call them Ashton Villa, I think. Or it could have even been a pundit or something, I can't remember now, but she always called, if you remember that, I'm sure it was a lady on the radio, used to always say Ashton Villa instead of Aston Villa, but there you go. Right, Aston Villa linked things. Here we go. A little question on Aston Villa first. How well do you know those? Aston Villa were first founded, so they came into being in 1864, 1874, 1884, or like us, 1894. Well, it's Manchester City anyway. 1864, 74, 84, or 94. What year were Aston Villa founded? Question 11. Question 12. Yeah, we got to spot the ball. I mean, how that keeper. I mean, I don't think he knew much about it. Did he? Let's be honest. We don't know how he kept that ball out. But where exactly is the ball? Is it A, B, C, or D? So where's the ball on that graphic? Certainly not in the net, was it? Unfortunately, it would have been a nice start, wouldn't it? Only a few minutes in, wasn't it? Or 3 or 4 minutes in. Question 13. Yes, Mr. Dean Smith. He didn't have the greatest night, does he, overall? But, well, it's a general knowledge question really on Dean Smith. Which 2 other English football clubs has he managed? So he's obviously managed Villa, but who has he also managed? Switch 2. So again, there's 2 points up for grabs. I don't need the years. Just tell me the 2 teams. I mean, I can give you the years anyway when we do it, but give me the answers. Question 14, yeah, there's the squad there for the Villa game. But who's missing from the starting 11 and who's missing off the bench? So there's a couple of players blanked out, isn't there? So who's missing? Which 2 players? 2 points up for grabs there. Question 15, here you go. Cast your memory back to that the last sort of minute of the game, wasn't it? Where did Gundogan put the penalty? Was it to the goalie's left as the goalie's looking at Gundogan? Was it to the goalie's right? Or was it straight down the middle? So where did Gundogan put the penalty? To the goalie's left? And I mean significant. I mean, it may have been, it may have been wide or whatever. I mean, to which direction of the goalie did he put it? Did he put it to the goalie's left? Did he put it to the goalie's right? Or did he put it just straight down the middle? Not where it ended up, and based on where the goalie went. Where did he place it? And here's the one, you might need a pen and paper for this one. They are a great image, isn't it? That's a fantastic image. I love that. That's one of my favourite images of the match, I think, against Aston Villa. And of course, there are 7 City players in the picture, including Fernandinho, who's obviously not in a kit, but he's a player, still a City player. So, just to give you a clue, I mean, add up their squad numbers, so all 7 squad numbers. And what total are we after? What total do we get if we add up, not player's shirt, because we don't go that high, but... So you add up all you think. So there's a clue there. Obviously, you've got 41 already, haven't you? Because the 4 players you can see the numbers, but the 3 players you can't see the numbers. Add up their numbers together, add them to the 41, and what total do you get? Obviously, we'll get a point if you get the right. I'm not going to give you a point either way for a point for, a couple out either way. It's got to be spot on. So there you go. 7 players. There's obviously 3 missing, isn't there? Foden, Bernardo, and Fernandinho. I'm not giving too much away. So what's the total? What's the total it all adds up to, plus the 41 that you can see? All right, question 17. On the night, John Stones was making his 150th, his 160th, 170th. Oh, got a bit of sun here. It's unusual, isn't it? Sorry, John Stones was making his 150th, 160th, 170th or 180th appearance in all competitions for Manchester City. So which of those was it? I'm not used to sun. It's not stopped raining for the last few days. So how many appearances in all competitions, not just league appearances? That was his 150th. This is the Villa game. 160th, 170th or 180th. All right, question 18. It's a nice simple one. Here's another true or false thing. Aston Villa fans never, ever mention about winning the European Cup back in 1982. Is that true or false? Is that a true statement or a false statement? Of course, Aston Villa fans never, ever mention about winning the European Cup back in 1982. Nearly 40 years ago now. Time fly. Was that true or false? I mean, is that a true or false statement? And question 19, the missing word in the headline round. There we go. So another one, only one word this time. Blues are really in the title blank now. Not necessarily the most obvious answer, that one. I mean, I know what I would say based on the fact I've not seen what the answer is. But yeah, Blues are really in the title blank now. And as I said, it's not always the obvious answer with that. And question 20. 20 questions, last one. Yeah, Walker, after Grealish and manhandled him, eventually limped off, didn't he, in the 28th minute? I think he went down originally in the 20th minute. But who came on for him? Who replaced him? Who was Walker's replacement? So there you go. If you got all them right, you've got 28 points, I think. If you get over 20, fantastic. If you get over 10, I think that's really good. I say I'll be struggling to get over 10 myself, so don't be embarrassed about that. Let me know your scores. Not many people leaving the scores. They used to leave me a lot of scores in the past when I've done these quizzes, but everyone's a bit too shy, I think. Just please let me know what you score. I'd really like to know. Or you just say you got less than 10. You don't have to say you got 1, but you know. Right, the answers, here we go. As at January 2021, of course, Mr. Roy Hodgson is 73. He was born on the 9th of August 1947. So as at January 2021, Roy Hodgson was 73 years old. And the player leaping like a salmon, well, there you go. I mean, so it can only be one player. I mean, that's quite an easy one, wasn't it? I think only one guy would celebrate in that way after the goal. Obviously, Mr. John Stones is the missing player. And this is quite a hard one. City's first half goal came in 26 minutes. Obviously, the other 3 goals came in the second half. And obviously the Gundogan goal was on 56 minutes. So if you said anywhere between 54 and 58, get a point. Stones' goal came in 68 minutes. So if you said 66 to 70, give yourself a point. And Sterling's goal came in the 88th minute. And that's probably the only one I would have got right, to be honest with you. So give yourself a point if you got between 86 and 90. So there you go. On very kind answer. Yeah, and you are the ref. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you start fighting, coming to blows over taking a penalty. What action do you take? How do you restart play? Well, yeah, you had the options, didn't you? Separate both players and warn them. Separate both players and issue each one with a yellow card. Or separate both players and issue each with a red card. So, yeah, I mean, the answer is actually C. So if you said C, separate them, send them both off, restart play with the penalty kick. So, I mean, they've got a penalty kick, but they've only got 9 players left, haven't they? So there you go. But that's an interesting one, that. Did you get that one? I don't think I would have got that one, actually. I wouldn't have thought of, obviously they're on the same team, but there you go. Yeah, missing words in the headline, of course, that one. Question 5. Pep's boys lay paving stones for title race. There you go. Very clever pun, isn't it? That one on the newspaper there. Pep's boys lay paving stones for title race. Well, not that great, was it? But hey, there you go. Question 6, of course, true or false, Palace's home Sellers Park is without doubt one of the worst away grounds to get to. Well, it's true. It's bloody awful to get to Crystal Palace. Awful. So that statement, in my opinion, was true. You might disagree, I don't know, but obviously it's whatever I thought. So yeah, true. It is flipping awful to get there. Question 7, there we go. Spot the ball. Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard, that, wasn't it? I mean, you've literally got a guess of 4, haven't you? So it is actually B, as you can see from the image, but best of luck getting that one, because that was a bit mean from me, I think, there doing that. But there you go. Spot the ball. It was letter B. And of course, the memory shirt maths, that was an easy one, wasn't it? Of course, Joe Hart was number 1, wasn't he? And obviously, Dzeko was number 10. So if you had 10 and 1 together, it's not too difficult. You get 11, who is? Yep, Zinchenko. There you go. Number 9, which 3 colours feature mainly in Palace's third kit? Well, there's an image of it there up on the screen for the 2021 season. I mean, red and blue are quite easy. They're regular colours, aren't they? But obviously there's black involved in it as well. So they're the 3 main colours featured in the third kit for Crystal Palace for the 2021 season. They have some good kits though, don't they? I'll give them credit for that. And question 10. Yeah, obviously, as at the Palace game, John Stones and Ruben Diaz had played together 10 times starting in all competitions. How many have they won? Of course, well, we'd won 9. I mean, obviously, we've gone on to win 10 now, haven't we? And there's just 1 draw and 1 goal conceded. So if you got anywhere close to that, if you said if you said 9 or 10 wins, you can have a point. If you said no, but just 1 goal, you're not going to get any more than that. No extra points of missing out on that one. So if you said 9 or 10 wins, yeah, give yourself a point. But obviously 1 goal conceded. That's the only acceptable answer on that one. Right, so there's possible 16 you could have got there. Right, onto the Villa game and Villa things in general, etc. Of course, Aston Villa were first founded, of course, in 1874. Yeah, one of the oldest clubs, obviously, as far as I know, I think. So, yeah, 1874. And we've got to spot the ball for question 12. It wasn't that easy, I don't think, that one. I didn't think it was that easy. That's obviously, it's at sea, isn't it? If you look at the image there, it's at sea. And a great picture of Dean Smith there getting his red card, obviously, from the referee. But, yeah, which other 2 clubs? Well, it's Walsall. He managed Walsall from 2011 to 2015, and he managed Brentford from 2015 to 2018. And question 14, who's missing from the squad? Well, there you go. Obviously, you probably got Diaz. That was quite easy. Did you get Bernabé? Bernabé off the bench, the last one? I mean, I probably would have struggled with that one. I would have struggled to remember who was on the bench, but I think Diaz was okay, wasn't it? Give you a point each, and a point each, or 2 points if you got both of them. And of course, where did Gundogan put the pen? I put it to the goal's left, right, or down the middle. He put it straight down the middle, basically. He might have been a foot either way of the middle, but obviously, whether he meant to put it down the middle, I do not know. I don't. I think more or less when they do put them there like that, they're sometimes aiming for the keeper's left, but obviously they don't hit it sweetly enough or whatever. I remember I took 1 penalty in my whole career as a football player, and I used to score penalties for fun when we used to practice. And when it came to the crunch, nope, the goalie saved it. Yep, absolutely, more or less down the middle, but the goalie obviously had virtually not moved. So there you go. That's how it is. Useless, I am useless. Yeah, there we go. How many? There are 7 players in the pitch out of the squad. So obviously you got the 41, haven't you, with the guys that are there? But obviously the other 3, you got Foden, he's 47. You got Bernardo, who's number 20, and you got Ferner, who's 25. So that's a total of 92. So add that to the 41, and the figure I was after was 133. Give yourself a point for that. Nothing for 132 or 130 or 127 or whatever. 133, give yourself a point. Question 17. On the night, yeah, John Stones was making his 150th appearances in all competitions. I just thought, I had a feeling it was more than that. I might have said 160, 170 even, but yeah, it just seems not as many, but he did miss a lot of games, didn't he? This is the thing. So yeah, he was making his 150th appearance against Aston Villa. And true or false, of course, well, Villa fans never ever mentioned, do they, winning the European Cup? Well, that's got to be false, hasn't it? Because they're always banging on about it. So there you go. Yeah, that's false. Villa fans are always mentioning that they won the European Cup in 1982. Well, why not? It's history, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know me, I like him in history, so all credit to him. And the missing word in the headline round, yeah, that was a funny one, wasn't it? If you'd seen that headline, I would have put Blues are early in the title chase now, but it's not that. It's not what I thought of. It was like blankety blank, this, isn't it? Yeah, it's mood. Blues are really in the title mood now. So they are like in the title mood, a play on words. You know, there you go. That's how it usually works. And the last question to get you to 28 points, because I'm sure you've got all these right. Walker eventually limps off, of course, 28th minute, but he's replaced, of course, by Alexander Zinchenko. Replaced him, didn't he, on the 28th minute to give you 28 points. There you go. There's a coincidence. I didn't even know. So how well did you do? Let me know. Please let me know in the comments how well you did. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that. A bit of fun. And obviously I'll be back after the next 2 games. Is it Cheltenham and West Brom, I think? Yeah, I think from memory. Yeah, Cheltenham and West Brom. So obviously another 2 wins. Fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do this day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. more importantly, let's all look after each other until we meet again here on the Citizen channel, or perhaps you flit across to my film and TV channel, have a look at that. Whatever it is, all I ever ask of everybody out there is please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.